Topic 2.3. The Protestant Reformation continues. Reformers used the printing press to spread ideas. The invention of the printing press by Johann Gutenberg in the 15th century was pivotal for the dissemination of new religious ideas. Before this, religious ideas were laboriously copied by hand, making them scarce and expensive. Martin Luther, in 1517, Martin Luther, a German monk, initiated the Protestant Reformation by posting his 95 Theses on the door of the Wittenberg Catholic Church. These theses critiqued various practices of the Catholic Church, most notably the sale of indulgences. With the printing press, Luther's ideas rapidly spread throughout Germany and beyond. His works, translated into the vernacular, that's everybody's speech, reached a wide readership, enabling many to question the Church's teachings for the first time. Vernacular Bibles. Before the Reformation, the Bible was primarily in Latin, a language not commonly understood by the lay or general population. Reformers pushed for translations of the Bible into the vernacular languages of Europe, which allowed for a broader audience to interpret the scriptures directly. This led to a democratization of religious knowledge and further challenged the Catholic Church's authority. Some Protestants' refusal to recognize church's subordination to the state. While the Protestant Reformation had many branches, certain sects outright rejected the idea that the church should be subordinate to secular authorities. John Calvin, a French theologian, established a theocratic, that's ruled by religious officials, state in Geneva. Calvin's teachings emphasized the absolute sovereignty and grace of God. He advocated for a church independent of secular oversight, wherein God's law was paramount, or number one. Anabaptists. The Anabaptists, with their roots in the radical Reformation, were distinct for their belief in adult baptism. They argued for a complete separation between church and state, believing that true Christians should form separate, self-governing communities. Religious conflicts challenge monarchs' control of religious institutions. The Reformation ignited religious tensions, leading to conflicts as different groups sought religious freedom and often resisted monarchical control over religious institutions. Huguenots. In France, the Protestant Reformation led to the rise of the Huguenots, who were French Calvinist Protestants. Their growth led to a series of religious wars in France from the late 16th century to the early 17th century, challenging the Catholic monarchy's dominance. Puritans. In England, the Puritans sought to purify the Church of England from its remaining Catholic practices. Their push for further reforms and desire for greater religious autonomy eventually led to conflicts with the Stuart monarchs and played a role in the English Civil War. Nobles in Poland. In the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, religious freedom was relatively extensive. But as the Counter-Reformation grew, Catholic monarchs sought to reassert control. This led to tensions between the monarchs and the nobility, who wanted to protect their religious rights.